everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. How are you, Dr. Vickie, over there?
I'm better than good.
Oh, awesome. And you look amazing, and I'm so excited to have you here today. I see the Dr. Vickie show back behind you, so I'm excited because we're going to be talking about something today that I think all of you would truly enjoy. As you all are coming in, grabbing your virtual seats, I want you to send a shout out. Let us know where you're visiting in from, and I will be happy to put it up on the screen. Again, the Kim Jacobs Show, as we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time, and touching hearts, one household and one heart at a time. I am excited when you all tune in to this broadcast. Today, make sure you know that we're going to be celebrating this young lady, Dr. Vickie Mabry Height, and she is graduating from a program that we offer called How to Start Your Own Show from Scratch. So a lot of things that we've been working on over the last 6 weeks, you'll learn about some of those things. And we are going to have this new doctor she's not a new doctor. She's been a doctor for a long time, but we're going to have her new show be introduced to you all today. So let's see who's visiting in. And let's see. I see you, Nayujin. Glad to have you. Pamela from Sanford, North Carolina. I see you, Grant, all the way from Zambia. Okay, glad to have you. Solomon, I see all of your emojis. Glad to have you on today. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'm going to introduce you to Dr. Vickie Mabry Height. Are you ready for this, Dr. Vickie?
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
All right, everybody. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
It's not just another day. It's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. Silver Shield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements, and we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield-security.com. Silver Shield Security.
All right, everyone, we are back, and we are here today to celebrate something that's getting ready to come out on the horizon. And let me put that up. We're congratulating Dr. Vickie Height. She's the host of the Dr. Vickie MD show, coming very soon on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Is that how you say PST time?
Yes.
Okay. And it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays. And so it'll be coming out soon. The date is yet to be determined, but everything is falling in place for this new show to kick off very soon. So let me introduce you all to Dr. Vickie Mabry Height. Let me go and Dr. Vickie Y. Mabry Height, MD, is the president and CEO of Medical and Compensation Consultants, a consulting firm that develops health care programs for private and government agencies in the area of employee health and wellness, as well as workers' compensation. I'll give her a chance to talk about her backstory as far as where she was born and went to school. She graduated. Wow. Okay. She graduated summa cum laude from York College of the City University of New York before earning her MD degree at Yeshiva University and Albert Einstein College of Medicine. And because of her interest in improving the delivery of healthcare to understand populations, she pursued a fellowship from the National Medical Fellowship that allowed her to volunteer as something very special. Again, I want her to talk about this. This was a unique opportunity for her to do some transformational work out of the country, and I want her to speak about that as well. But she graduated in 1989 from the University of California at Los Angeles with a master's in public health with an emphasis in environmental and occupational toxicology. The American Board of Internal Medicine certified her in her internal medicine degree in 1990, and she is board eligible in occupational medicine. There is so much more to this woman, Dr. Vickie Y. Mabry Height, and you're going to hear more from her about her backstory. Welcome, Dr. Vickie, to the Kim Jacobs Show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kim, for having me here. And also to Mr. Les Brown for offering this opportunity for me.
Absolutely. I thank you, Dr. Les Brown, as well, for allowing the Kim Jacobs Show to bring wonderful guests to the world through your platform. So we're very honored. And I want everyone to get a chance to hear about you, Dr. Vickie. If you be, and I don't know, do you prefer me to call you Dr. Vickie or Dr. Height? As different people like different things.
Dr. Vickie is fine.
Okay. I only did that because you have the Dr. Vickie show coming up. So I assumed you like that.
Okay. Yes, I do.
So if you would just take us on a journey through your backstory. Tell us a little bit about you and what brought you to where you are today.
Okay. Well, I'm originally from a small town in North Carolina called Greenville. And I was raised primarily by my grandparents. And the reason I became a doctor was because when I was a child, my grandfather had a heart condition. So the doctor was always in our home. And because of that, I watched that doctor. And sometimes I thought about, well, could I make people feel better? Because my grandfather felt better when he left. So that was sort of the beginning of my inspiration. And then my grandfather always nurtured and encouraged that. So he told me at a very early age, you could be a doctor. And so that's really where the seed was planted. So it's like I didn't really not only heard him, it was as if he was talking to my soul. So no matter what obstacles I encountered on my journey to pursuing my doctorate, I always remembered my grandfather's words telling me that I could do this. So that's sort of where the seed was planted and where things started.
Now, did your grandfather ultimately see you reach this goal?
Oh, he certainly did. And when I would be giving him medical advice, and telling him that I now had MD behind my name. He let me know that what the two most important letters behind your name are CS. So I had to ask him, well, what is that?
Yes.
He said, well, that's common sense. And he always said most people don't have it. And if they don't have it, you can't give it to them.
Wow.
So he was letting me know he didn't care about any of my medical advice. He had done fine. He was doing okay.
Good. Wow. What an inspirational story. And Dr. Vickie, I never heard that story. So this is my first time hearing it as well. And now to understand why you were so passionate about pursuing this particular field of choice. Now, it's one thing to be passionate about it. It's another thing for you to take it and start helping people globally. And I know you've done some phenomenal work in Kenya. Talk to us about that as well.
Well, the Kenya experience was actually, I was reading a paper one day when I was in medical school at Albert Einstein, and they were talking about how babies in East Africa were dying from central nervous system tuberculosis. Now, that's a treatable medical condition. And I'm saying to myself, why are people dying? Why are babies dying from something that we have a cure for? So I thought I was going to go over there and volunteer and literally save all these babies with my hands. But anyway, it was still a very rewarding experience. So I wrote a proposal, and it was actually sponsored and funded for me by the National Medical Foundation. So even though I was a medical student, I was in my last year, I was able to spend almost 6 to 7 months living in East Africa with a family. And during the day, I would be what they called a foot doctor. So I would travel throughout the villages, and we were immunizing babies and any adults also that wanted to be immunized against tuberculosis.
Mm.
So that was a truly rewarding experience for me, and one that, of course, I will always remember. And I
Absolutely.
worked out of Kenyatta Hospital, which was a major hospital in Nairobi, Kenya at that time.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Dr. Vickie, I also saw in your bio that you were the past president and chair of the board of directors for a public nonprofit organization that provided services to over 350 chemically dependent and abused children. Can you talk to us about that too?
Well, that actually started in the hairdresser. I was
Oh,
sitting in the hair salon one day, and the lady next to me, an older Black woman, was telling me, I was asking her, what does she do, kind of thing, because I was seeing her often, but we had
right.
never really talked. So this day we were at the dryer, and she let me know that she had facilities that she provided service called residential care facilities for children in foster care. And when she found out I was a physician, she asked me would I see some of her girls who were in foster care as patients in my office. So I started seeing these girls and talking to them and counseling them, and really just networked and connected with them really well. And at the time, I had been reading about how almost 2 million children under the year of age 2 were dying in the US each year
Wow.
from basically being in abuse type setting. So I wanted to open a group home that was for children less than age 2. But when I wrote the program and submitted it, the county of Riverside said, well, we don't need any more of those programs. We need programs that can accommodate teenagers, especially the ones that have drug dependencies.
That's interesting.
So I wrote a program for teenagers that had drug dependencies.
Wow.
And so that's how I got into that business. And really, I was a volunteer. So I was playing the role of the administrator. So I did that for about 5 years, taking care of kids in foster care that had what are called a dual diagnosis. In other words, they have a mental health diagnosis and they have a chemical dependency. So it's a
Wow.
really tough group to provide services for
Yes.
because services for them are so limited.
Oh,
So
well,
I did it for about 5 or 6 years, and about 350 kids rotated through our program. But because 2 of our facilities were in the city of Rancho Mirage, I approached the Betty Ford Center, and they provided a volunteer for our program that worked with our children and also with their families. So that was very rewarding
wow.
experience for me.
Well, you are well experienced and diverse in quite a few areas. I know that you also serve as a mentor to students that are interested in becoming medical physicians. What made you decide to take that on as an additional responsibility in addition to all of the other hats that you wear?
Well, that started because when I was in medical school, I never saw a Black doctor. I never
Oh,
had a Black instructor. I never had anyone really that was a mentor for me. And so, as people that you know and your family and your friends and your community know that you're a physician, when they have children or know someone going into medicine, they would call me and ask questions and ask what I mentor them. So I've had the rewarding experience of seeing some of the students that I have mentored actually become physicians. And that's been very rewarding. And that's part of the stimulus for wanting to have this show where I can also sort of mentor on a larger scale and be available and answer questions
yeah.
for students who may be interested in medicine or even other healthcare professions, even nursing, that might want to know what it's like or just have questions and want to ask someone, because I didn't have a doctor in my family. And so it was very hard for me to get information. So I
Wow.
want to be a resource for people that might have that as a dream or a desire and can't find a mentor and have questions. So I'm hoping this show will be a forum for them, a service to help them.
Absolutely incredible, everyone. Listen, I see all of your comments coming in. I'm going to pop some of them in right before we take this commercial break. We're talking today with Dr. Vickie Height, and she is actually creating a new show called the Dr. Vickie MD Show that's coming out on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be coming soon, and you all will be notified of the release date. So all of her stuff is coming together so nicely. Let me go to some of the virtual studio audience comments and pop them up here and give you a chance to share your thoughts with Dr. Vickie. Okay, I see you. I see you. Okay, you're tagging people as well. From India, Akash is from India. And Linda says, good Wednesday morning, Queen Kim and Dr. Vickie. Greetings from Seattle. Okay, glad to have you. I'm here from beautiful Guyana, South America. Glad to have you, Shauna. All right. Hello to you as well. Oh, okay. Jesse said, I cannot afford health care, unfortunately, even though I'm a working tax-paying American. Interesting. And maybe at some point, if you want to speak to any of that, you're welcome to at any time. All right, Jesse. Online business. Okay, you're starting a business. Congratulations to you, is what Dr. Lotus Rashay. She has a show called the Lotus Rashay Ignite Show and books that boom. And she's here congratulating you today.
Oh, thank you.
All right. And she said, hey, what another great broadcast. Thank you, Kim Jacobs. Thank you, Dr. Lotus Rashay, for your global platform. Anybody that's not communicated or checked out the Dr. Lotus Rashay Ignite Show, please make sure you take a moment to do so. All right. Hello, my fellow Guyanese, is what Dave is saying, I think, to another person from Guyana. So they're all talking in the virtual studio audience. Yes. What great work you do, Dr. Lotus Rashay says. Okay. And this, let's see, I have worked with substance abuse use disorders for the Department of Defense while in Japan. I must say that no matter where you work on the planet with people that have concerns with substance use disorder, it is a huge challenge. I salute you, Dr. Vickie, for the great work that you have done. Dr. Rashay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so I see all of your comments, and we'll keep them coming in throughout the broadcast. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to hear more about the Dr. Vickie MD Show. So when we come back, Dr. Vickie, tell people what they can expect when they tune in on Wednesdays in the near future to your show. We'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
When someone has lost a loved one, they want to know what exactly happened. They want to know, is the other person going to be held responsible? And they want closure. At Hunter and Everett, we help clients that have lost a loved one move on, and to do that with dignity and respect that they deserve.
All right, everyone, and we are back, and we are actually talking with Dr. Vickie Mabry Height today, and she is backstage. She will be popping right back on in a few seconds, and this woman is graduating from our program called How to Start Your Own Show from Scratch. And so I do want you to know that if that's something that you're interested in doing as well in the future, definitely let's just take a look at this promo video, and then we'll come back to Dr. Vickie. Is that okay with you, Dr. Vickie? All right. I will go ahead and play this in case any of you have a story to share, or you would like to connect more with your tribe through your branding, whether it be you being a motivational speaker, or whether you're an author, or whether you're a business owner and you know that you want to better expose your brand to the community. You can bring experts on and be able to have your own show from scratch as well. So I'll let you hear from Les Brown now. Hello, everyone. I am Kim Jacobs, the host of the Kim Jacobs Show, and you all know who's right here with me, Dr. Les Brown. How are you, Dr. Brown?
I'm blessed and highly favored. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time you want to give yourself a competitive edge. If you got a message, you have some knowledge or experience, a story, or If you want to do something adventurous and exciting with your life that can increase your credibility, expose you to millions of people, I'm encouraging you to have your own talk show. I used to have a talk show. That one talk show catapulted me to another level. Now there are more people watching the internet, as you are aware, than television.
Yes.
Come on, somebody.
That's right.
Dr. Kim Jacobs, she trained people on how to have their own talk show. She will train you how to do that. And now with me working, partnering with her, now you have the combination of an audience, expansive audience. We have over 4 million people in all of our platforms, and the coaching you need to grow your business, to grow your multi-level marketing organization, to draw more attention to yourself in this noisy economy. Go ahead, Kim.
So in the training that I do, Les, I actually do a 6-week training. It's 1 hour per week. And each week I meet with the individuals one-on-one. We go through and we talk about all of the things that's necessary for a show to become a reality. We go from how to actually identify your focus area, what's going to be your ideal customer that's going to be tuning in. We'll talk about how to get guests, how to get sponsorship, how to go about getting your lighting, your branding, and your banners, and everything that you need to know. And guess what, Les? They own their own content at the end of the day.
And that's exciting. Now, if you're ready to create a shift in your business and in your life and increase your cash flow, I want you to go to KimJacobsConsulting.com. It's right there on the screen, KimJacobsConsulting.com. You know, people say opportunity knocks on every door. Right. No, opportunity stands by silently waiting for you to recognize it. So I want you to recognize that this is a time for you. This is an incredible time to have your own talk show. It establishes a level of credibility.
Yes.
And by being exposed to people on a regular basis, it allows you to strategically begin to impact and attract your audience. She can take you in a place in yourself that you can't go by yourself. So go to KimJacobsConsulting.com. That's KimJacobsConsulting.com. Did I say KimJacobsConsulting.com? Yes, you did. Very good. Make sure you go there and sign up for the coaching, and we're looking forward to working with you. You have something special. You have greatness within you. That's my story, and that's Kim's story, and we're sticking to it. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. All right, bye for now, everyone. And if that's something that you're interested in, as Les Brown said, visit KimJacobsConsulting.com so we can get started with the training. I'm going to pull Dr. Vickie Mabry-Height back in right now so we can hear more about what her show is going to be bringing to the world. So here we go. Dr. Vickie, how are you again?
I'm fine.
All right. Tell everybody what they can expect when they tune in on Wednesdays in the very near future to hear from you about the Dr. Vickie MD show.
Well, I'm going to try to talk about and give my opinion on various things. So, for example, we have this monkeypox outbreak that's increasing throughout the country. So I want to do a show on what we need to know about monkeypox. And I'm going to have a guest, another physician who's an infectious disease expert, who I will be interviewing and who will be answering questions. And also we encourage the audience to tune in and have questions, because we can also have the expert answer questions that you might have on this topic as we present it to you. So that's just one example. But also I'll be focusing also on people interested in healthcare professions, especially medical students. So what are the 5 tips, for example, that will help them get into a medical school? What are the courses you need to take in college that really best prepare you for what you're going to encounter in medical school? So there'll be questions along that avenue. And then there are also various social topics. Like I'm interested in what is going to be the impact of this new reversal of Roe versus Wade on poor women. So I'm going to have a guest, and we're going to do a show also on that. And then I'm going to take topics from the virtual audience on things that they would like to hear about and know more about. And I'm going to try to find experts that can elaborate and answer questions for them on those shows. So we really encourage the virtual audience to participate, and don't be afraid to submit any questions or topics that you might really want to know a little bit more about.
Okay, so where can people stay connected with you? I know the show is coming up soon on Wednesdays, but in the meantime, where can people stay connected with you, Dr. Vickie?
Well, I do have an email. That's Dr. Vickie, MD. And that's no periods or anything, all small letters. And it's DR. Vickie is VICKIE, MD.com. So that's my email. So it's an easy way to send emails to on topics you might be interested in, so that I can prepare shows around those subjects.
Now that's your website that we're going to put up, but when you say send the email, where do you want them to email it to you?
Well, the email is drvickiemd@gmail.com.
Okay, email is drvickiemd
MD
at
at
gmail.
gmail.com. And the website will be, that'll tell you what our future shows might be, is drvickiemd.com.
All right. So listen, everyone, and make sure that you go and visit drvickiemd.com. Her website is filled with great information and is very pleasant on the eyes, by the way, also. And her email is drvickiemd@gmail.com. Dr. Vickie, no periods or anything, Dr. Vickie MD@gmail.com. And Vickie is spelled VICKIE for the podcast listeners as well. All right, drvickiemd.com and drvickiemd@gmail.com. Send your show ideas, things that you want to know about medically, things that you want to be kept abreast of from a medical physician. She's going to be having this show that will be a game changer for all of us that will tune in. Okay. All right. So now, Dr. Vickie, I would love to also know, from you being a student in the masterclass, and it's one-on-one where I've worked with you exclusively for 6 weeks. Can you tell people what your experience was being a student in the class?
Well, for me, it was a great experience. First, I actually started looking forward to it each week. And the most important thing, because Kim goes from A to Z, really is everything you need to know. And if you're really attentive, you'll be able to start your own show from really just her 6-week course, because it's intense. She's giving you a lot of information, but it's also very personal because it's just you and her. So you can ask lots of questions too. So I looked forward to it every week. And the best part is there's no homework.
Some people like homework. So if you're that person that you love homework, then I will make sure you get homework. But if you're like me, I don't want a bunch of homework, then I will make sure you don't have any.
Well, for me, with a really busy schedule, it was wonderful to have nothing that I was assigned to do afterwards. We covered everything in our sessions, including my questions. So it was a wonderful experience. I highly recommend it. And it is a way to have your own voice. So I highly recommend it.
Wow. Well, thank you so much. I didn't know that you were going to say all of that either, because I never know what a person's going to say, but I'm grateful for your feedback. And anyone that's interested in taking this course, you will get exactly what Dr. Vickie is receiving. You'll get a formal graduation at the end where people will get exposed to you, your show, what the concept is and what they can expect. I do want to take a moment now just to play a video that is a brief promo video that will give you a little bit more about Dr. Vickie MD show that's coming up here very soon on Wednesdays, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let me play this. I thought this was a great promo video. Take a look.
Hello, my name is Dr. Vickie, and I'm a physician and host of the new Dr. Vickie MD show that will be streaming live every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have practiced internal medicine as a board-certified physician for over 30 years. I'm also a mother, wife, grandmother, and American descendant of the enslaved. My slave family name is Mabry Height. The Dr. Vickie MD show is a podcast, and the stories that I share with you will include lessons learned from pursuit of my dream of becoming a doctor. These lessons will also educate, inform, inspire, and sometimes entertain you. If you are interested in pursuing a career in medicine, you might be interested in topics that will include 5 tips students need to know to get into medical school. I will also share my perspective on current health-related topics, like what you need to know about the rapidly evolving monkeypox, as well as other hot social topics of interest, like what the recent reversal of Roe v. Wade may mean for poor women. Also, special invited guests will weigh in on various health and wellness topics. Tune in to the Dr. Vickie MD show if you enjoy learning, want to share your life experiences, or want to ask the doctor your questions. We look forward to hearing from you and welcome suggestions for future episodes. Our email address is drvickiemd@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and TikTok. Experience is the difference. If you like what you're hearing, hit those subscribe and like buttons so we can bring you the Dr. Vickie MD show every week. I'm Dr. Vickie, and it's been a pleasure speaking to you.
Wow. Okay. I am most impressed and look very much forward to tuning in. And everybody in the virtual studio audience, put some comments, put some shout outs. I'm going to come over to you all and check some of those out now. I know people in our audience, they flood you with love. So let's see here. Some of the comments that's coming in. I want to make sure I didn't miss any. Oh, this is so awesome. Pamela said, Pamela Fox, glad to have you on today. And I don't know a lot of the people that are tuning in from everywhere, but I'm honored to have you on today. And let's share this broadcast. Yes, Dr. Lotus Roche, thank you so much. Share it to everyone you know so people can know to tune in. And greetings from Martha's Vineyard is what she said. Okay, Carrie is all the way from Maryland. And let's go. It's a lot of, just shared it to about 8 different groups, and you can too. This is a wonderful broadcast. Let's share the love. Thank you so much for sharing, Dr. Roche says.
Thank you for the love.
Let's see.
Thank you so much for all the love from the virtual audience. I really appreciate that encouragement. And I'm hoping this show will also inspire more people to go into medicine. We need more doctors and nurses and technicians and everyone of color in medicine.
I'm so glad that you're leading by example. And I know that you said that there are a lot of disparities amongst healthcare, and anything that you want to say further about that, feel free to as well.
Well, we just need more people of color and from diverse backgrounds in medicine, really in all nationalities and cultures. There's still a lack of diversity. Now, when I was in medical school, there was only 3 of us that were American descendants of the enslaved. And those numbers really have not changed in this country. So, and this is now 41 years later. So we must encourage and inspire and support doctors who want to go into healthcare, especially our doctors of color.
That's really, and you said 41 years. You have been practicing medicine for 41 years.
Yeah, 41 long years.
That is amazing.
And not a lot has changed in terms of the numbers.
Interesting.
But I want to be a role model, and I want especially African American doctors and people of color who want to be physicians to know you can do this. Despite all the obstacles, you can do this.
Wow. Well,
If
make sure
that's
you
what
all
your
are
dream. Yeah.
make sure you all are hashtagging Vickie MD Show. Endorsed also by Les Brown as well. Dr. Les Brown is the person that actually recommended that she come through the training. So I want you all to know that we want you to hashtag Vickie MD Show so that we can make sure we get that trending. And anytime you want to get some information, you should be able to put that hashtag in, and you'll start seeing a lot of the different episodes and things as well. I see you, Dr. Peggy Johnson, author of many different books that you have put out into the universe. And you said, hello, ladies. Hello to you as well. All right. So now, based on everything that's happened, I know you are a busy physician, a lot on your plate. You've been doing this for 41 years. What are some things you do for fun? Tell us just some ways that you go whoosh.
Well, one of the fun things that I do is I used to travel. At least that was before COVID.
Okay.
So I have traveled internationally, and I've been to about 23 different countries. And I always visit poor people in those countries. And I am always amazed at how they do so much with so little. So, but I still enjoy traveling.
Okay.
So to relax a little bit, I still do some of that now that we're sort of in post-COVID, but not as much as I used to do.
Okay.
So I do travel.
And where is the most fun place you've traveled to?
Well, my favorite place is Los Cabos, Mexico.
For real? Okay, so
Yeah.
I need to write that down.
Yeah.
Los Cabos, Mexico.
That's still my place to go to relax, and the people there are extremely friendly.
Okay.
And it's just the scenery is beautiful, and I'll
Excellent.
still enjoy that going there.
Well, one of my favorite places is Maui, Hawaii. I love Hawaii. So I just love it. And I mean, I love Aruba too, but I really love Maui, Hawaii.
Yes, Maui is beautiful. It's just a little bit longer air flight.
I know.
Yeah.
Especially when one of my children had some whole milk and he was lactose intolerant. That made the trip not very pleasant.
Okay, I can imagine.
Yes, that's a good visual, huh? But anyway, I'm excited because today, everyone, we are talking, for those of you that may just be tuning in, we're talking with Dr. Vickie Mabry Height, and she is kicking off a whole new show called the Dr. Vickie MD Show. You're going to be getting medical advice from her as a board certified physician, internal medicine physician, and been practicing medicine for 41 years. Her hope is to be able to have other students become interested in becoming medical doctors as well. So I'm super excited that she completed her training. And what we're going to do now is transition. Let me take another commercial break first, and then we're going to come back and transition to the graduation. Okay, so we will be right back after this commercial break. Are you all enjoying yourselves? Put comments, congratulations, all of that good stuff over in the comment section. All right, we will be right back after this break.
Hi, my name is Samantha Benson, and I'm with Get Insured Solutions. You can get life insurance anywhere across the country, but with
All right, everyone, and we are back with Dr. Vickie Mabry Height. I did want to just share her website because I'm more of a visual person. So for me, I like to see what I would be seeing, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take a moment and just pop her website here for you all to be able to get a visual of what you'll see when you go over there. And she keeps you very well informed. Here you are, drvickiemd.com, drvickiemd.com. I'll make it full screen for you all. And you can share your story. Her blog experience does make the difference, and hence she has 41 years of it. And she also shares her story there as well, her fight and her charge, her commitment to all of you. And as mom, I'm a mom of adult children as well as younger children, but to know that they can come and tune in to Dr. Vickie MD show for inspiration is it's just, and to know that there are so many different options pertaining to their career choices. So I just want to give you this visual to let you see some of the things that you would see over on her site. The outreach opportunities, the services, everything that is available, then make sure that you tune in. And she also is an author. She is an author of White Coat Secrets. You can buy a copy of that book even before the show comes out. Everybody, put in the comment sections, I'm getting my copy. I want my copy. I'm purchasing my copy. Go right here to her website, and I'll put that in the comment section, and buy a copy of her book today. White Coat Secrets, Still Standing, A Doctor's Story. All right. So I just wanted to make sure you all knew that there's a whole lot that's offered over there on the drvickiemd.com page. All right. So at this point, I'm sure everybody is ready for this and been waiting. So we're going to go to a congratulatory, celebratory moment. This is when you all flood the comment section saying congratulations. We're proud of you, Dr. Vickie. We can't wait for your show to come out. Whatever it is that you want to say, and I'll go to some of those comments. But at this time, we want to take a moment to do formal congratulations song. Right. And on that note, Dr. Vickie Mabry Height, we would like to, on behalf of How to Start Your Own Show from Scratch, Kim Jacobs online masterclass, we would like to present you with your certificate. And it says, congratulations, completing the Kim Jacobs online course. And it is presented to you, Dr. Vickie Height, for the Dr. Vickie MD show on today. I have I have a typo on there. That's okay. We will get that corrected, and please forgive me. But it's August 31st, 2022. And so you will be receiving your formal corrected certificate, and that will come to you today. All right. And so in any kind of all of the how do you say, whenever you're dealing with things online and Zoom and all of this, it all works together. But here on today, August 31st, 2022, we present you with your certificate of completion from How to Start Your Own Show from Scratch. So congratulations to you today.
Well, thank you so much, Kim. And again, I have to still thank Mr. Les Brown for introducing me to you and for providing his support and encouragement also. So I can't thank both of you enough for this opportunity.
Absolutely. You're most deserving of it. And I think that the world would miss out, Dr. Vickie, if you had this much experience, 41 years, and then you just keep it to you going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home, and nobody else was able to glean from the knowledge that you're going to be sharing with the world. So I'm grateful that you accepted the calling to take on a new responsibility of being a talk show host.
Yes, I'm looking forward to the experience, and I'm hoping that parents will also tune in also, because any child going into any healthcare career and really any professional business, it takes a team. I say every dream takes a team. So the parents, we have to get back to supporting our children and whatever their strengths are and whatever their dreams are. That's our role as a parent. We have to keep doing that. Even those of us that have adult children, it really doesn't end. They still have dreams and hopes and things that they want to do. And we have to keep nourishing and encouraging them also.
That's beautifully said. And I heard the dog in the background. I
Oh,
always tell people
yeah.
too that this show is about how people balance different aspects of their lives. And
Mhm.
so when you can bring the dog and let him be right on the actual show. That's the beautiful
Okay.
part.
All right. Let me get my two little poodles in here.
Then please do that.
Hi.
I'll put you backstage for a second. Okay, listen, while she's grabbing the dogs, I just want you all to go ahead and flood your comments and stuff. And then you'll get to also meet her two poodles. Okay. Okay. So let me take a moment. And oh, yeah, what I'm going to do is make sure that I go to some of your comments, but I really want her to hear your comments. So let me just wait and do that. I think that this is such an inspirational show that's getting ready to pop off, and I want people to really make a concerted effort to tune in on Wednesdays so that you get the chance to learn some, first of all, some medical information that we all want to know. She's going to be talking about monkeypox. And so that's something that many of us need to know. What in the world is going on with this? What's happening? What's about to happen? So we can kind of stay abreast of medically what is being shared. Give me a thumbs up when you have the dogs with you, and I'll pull you back in. Give me a thumbs up. Oh, she has them. Okay, I'll pull you in now. All right, let's meet your little
Yes.
baby.
This is the other part of my family right now. This is Vika and Remy. They're two little chocolate poodles. I don't know if you can see them.
Let me see.
Say hi, guys.
Hi. You're so adorable. You love mommy, huh?
This is Mika. Yeah. So this is when your adult children grow up.
Right.
Don't forget about dogs. There are plenty of them that need love and attention too.
Oh, that is so beautiful. Hi, I see you over there too.
Okay. All right. I'm going to let them go down.
Okay, I'm going to play a quick commercial, everybody, while she puts them down.
We make decisions, and our decisions make us. You have something special. You've got greatness in you. When I look at this picture with my brother and I, born in an abandoned building on a floor in a poor section of Miami, Florida called Liberty City, and I was labeled educable mentally retarded. They called me DT, the dumb twin. No one could have told me by investing in myself and learning how to communicate, how to present myself, how to speak to one-on-one or small groups or large audiences, that it would dramatically change my life. I'm 77 now, and I'm looking for people who are serious about becoming successful, about becoming a category king, on how to tell their story about themselves or about their business, or how to monetize their dreams and make a difference on the planet. If that's you, I want you to reach out to me. I'm going to teach you how to tell your story, how to use quotes, how to use humor, how to make people laugh and feel good and cry in their tears. Oh, let me tell you something up in here. People say we have the best training program on the planet and train more successful people than anybody on the planet. And you can be the next one. This is your time. This is your moment. Turn adversity to your advantage. But you gotta be hungry. You have something special. You got greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye for now.
We know that Dr. Les Brown is a living legend, and we are so excited for everything that he is doing. And his 77th year on this earth is what he often says. And so definitely visit lesbrown.com to learn more about what he's also offering. And this has been just such a wonderful experience having Dr. Vickie Mabry Height on. Let's go to some of the comments here, some of our final comments. Okay, people are saying congratulations to you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you. I need that encouragement. Thank you so much.
This is my mom who says, good morning. I'm glad to see that you are in the studio this morning, Dr. Vickie.
Good morning, Mom.
And she also said, congratulations, congratulations.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Linda said, congratulations on your new upcoming show, Dr. Vickie, MD show. Looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday afternoons very soon. Appreciate you sharing your life journey with us. You are awesome.
Thank you again. Thank you so much.
And Clevie says, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Judith says, congratulations, amazing you. And then I see Dr. Peggy is actually commenting to my mom, who's in the virtual studio audience. And okay, so they're talking to each other, which is a beautiful thing. You'll love that as a talk show host, Dr. Vickie, when your
Okay.
studio audience starts talking to the other studio audience members. You're like,
Okay.
oh, good. Have a heyday. Have fun. Okay, let's see. My mom also said, good morning, Kim and Dr. Vickie. Dr. Vickie, I love your intro video. Very informative, and I love it. And I am getting lots of great information from you on this great show today.
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
Y'all don't know. Y'all are really like making Dr. Vickie, because she's a medical physician and she is really, really extremely professional. So it's not a joke. She is not, I don't want to say a perfectionist, but it's a good thing to see how serious she is about her craft, right? And so I am honored to hear some of the comments that you all are sharing today. Obviously, I didn't know what anybody would put, but I'm really honored to hear some of those comments today. Any final thoughts that you have, Dr. Vickie, before we prepare to close today?
Well, again, I just want to thank everyone that really tuned in today. I appreciate your taking time from your schedule to just spend time encouraging me. And I look forward and hopefully that some of you will join my studio audience. I'm looking forward to this new stage in life for me. And again, I want to encourage you to let me know always topics and things that you want more information on so that I'll make it my responsibility to try to get answers for you.
And
So I'm
where can
looking
they
forward
send
to
that
this.
information? Where can they
Again,
send?
the best is probably to the Dr. Vickie MD at gmail.com.
Excellent.
Dr. Vickie MD at gmail.com. And doctor is just DR. And Vickie is Vickie. Okay.
Excellent. And I'm glad you did that for the podcast listeners too. Dr. Vickie, VICKIEMD.com. And her email is drvickiemd at gmail.com. And like you are a perfectionist, I am too in my own way. And so I reached out, and I actually never throw anybody on blast at all. But you saw that there was an error on the certificate, and thank goodness for a wonderful team. I reached out to one of my team members, Shannon, and she immediately dropped everything she was doing and got this over to us with it properly spelled.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you. And Kim, I can't thank you enough. There aren't enough words to thank you for how much effort and work you put into trying to make sure that the people that you help are successful. There aren't enough words to thank you for that.
Well, thank you for those kind words. And listen, everybody, if you're interested in starting your own show, go ahead and visit kimjacobsconsulting.com, and you can go through that process, or you can also send me an email, Kim at the Balance Doctor. And in this case, doctor is spelled out, Kim at the Balance Doctor.tv. And I will be happy to work arrangements for us to do our one-on-one training. All right, everybody. So that is today's episode. We've had a great time, and I'm honored that Dr. Vickie Mabry Height will have her show coming on every Wednesday, coming very soon. I will let you know that the very first topic that you can expect and have in your mind, she already has everything ready, y'all. It's just a matter of once the date is there, I'll put it right here on one of our broadcasts to let you know, hey, it's this Wednesday. So don't worry. When I send the flyer out and post it, you'll know that that's the day, and you can also stay connected on our website. But the first episode is going to be a live discussion with her and a guest about monkeypox and what some of the concerns are, what's happening with this rapidly evolving monkeypox. And you can follow her on social media at Mabry, Mabry, Height, MD. You can follow her on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or LinkedIn, and you'll be notified whenever she's preparing to go live, starting Wednesdays, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Any
Yes.
closing comment? Are you good?
No, I'm good. Thank you so much. Everyone have a wonderful and blessed day.
All right, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show. Have a great one. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show.